going to dedicate this practice to my dog Oliver, who we lost yesterday, sadly, but he had a banner last day, and I'm going to try to do this without crying because I feel super, super grateful that we had him for 12 years. And I learned so much from him, and he was like a true yogi at heart, and he had a best last day. So he had I know a bunch of you know he had he was diagnosed with cancer 3 weeks ago, and he had a really good last 3 weeks, but he was totally slowing down. And then he slowed down enough that we were like, we don't want him to suffer. So we scheduled someone to come to the house yesterday afternoon, and she was the sweetest vet, Dr. Sam, who had this English accent that, you know, we all love, right? From those of you from London. So that was like super, super sweet. And she just helped him pass away. And it was all just lovely. It was a lovely transition with the family. And he, for whatever reason, after being super, super slow for the past couple of weeks, yesterday morning woke up with like total pep. And we brought him to the beach, and he played with other dogs, and he chased a squirrel, and he like ate, you know, lots of good food, and he just had an awesome last day. So I thought, he's practiced with this, which is why I'm talking about it now. And he's a lot of times been beside me on my mat. And a lot of times when we practice, we dedicate our practice to someone that we love, who's like been a total love in our lives. So I thought for today, we can each take a moment and think about someone in our lives who has loved really well and who has passed away. So for me, you know, today I'm going to dedicate this practice to Oliver, who like just loved us really well the last 12 years. So take a moment to just think about who that might be for you. It can be one of your fur babies, or it can be a human being that has been in your life and loved you really well. And let's flow on the mat today, kind of honoring that person, that sentient being, that spirit. We'll take a full breath in and a sighing breath out. And a deep, nourishing inhale. Relaxed, released exhale. And then just breathe into the center of your being, kind of bringing that sentient being to mind, their spirit, their loving presence. We are gifted with journeying along with the people that we belong to here, with the pets that we belong to. How do we love them well and then gently let go? It's lessons as human beings we have to learn all the time. Breathe some space, some Buddha into your belly, some relaxed abdomen. And then breathe some light and some space in and around your heart. Allow the throat to be open and relaxed. The skin on the front of the eyes relaxed. Bring your palms to heart center if they're not already, and we will share a deep resonating Om, traveling around into each other's hearts around the globe and then back into our own. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. And then we'll share an Om. And then gently open your eyes, release your hands, come into child's pose on the mat, knees apart, toes together, and then just melt your head and your chest down onto the mat. Again, if you have blocks, bring them nearby. If you don't have blocks, you might be using more of like a chair or a couch, and I'll show you how to do that. But for now, we're going to start in child's pose. Knees apart, toes together. Walk the hands forward, tent your fingers, and drop that head down. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Deep, nourishing inhale. And then a big releasing exhale, kind of an audible exhale. And slowly pull on your hands. Bring the knees under your hips and we'll float here. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Hug the fingertips into the mat. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, round. Keep going like that, finding that stretch. It's almost like we're putting some WD-40, some lubrication into the vertebra up and along the spine. Make sure you wag the tail from side to side and maybe turn your neck from side to side. So if your neck is bothering you, let that head grow heavy and dangle as you turn the head side to side. And then grab your two blocks and you're gonna put the back of your elbows, I don't know whether my whole mat is on here, let me pin my video. You're gonna put the back of your elbows on the blocks or the back of your arms. Yeah, so you can't even see me there. Okay, so back of the arms is gonna either go onto a chair or a couch or the blocks. And then notice how my knees come closer to my elbows. I don't want them to do that. I want them to be right under my hips, which is gonna make this pose a little bit harder. So you get into the pose, and once you're in it, you're gonna go, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. And it doesn't feel right, it's because this is a hard pose, and it's a big shoulder opener. And it feels awkward, and it is supposed to. There's nothing super comfortable about this. Can you let the heart melt towards the floor and breathe and invite in this really sweet shoulder opening. The palms press together, the pinkies, the ring finger, the middle finger, the index finger, the thumb, and maybe the thumbs come a little closer towards the back. Relax the face, the eyes, the jaw, roll out your ankles. Roll them out in the other direction. Take a full breath in, sighing breath out, and then slowly come on up. Make your way off the blocks. Move them out of the way. If you're using a couch or a chair, come back onto your mat, and then make your way into your down dog. So we're gonna curl our toes under, and up and back down dog. And then here, shake out the head. So, if my practice is all about honoring my dog, right? My dog who loved so well, and your practice is about honoring whoever has loved you so well, what does your down dog look like? Right, if I'm honoring Oliver, he was never steady in his down dog. He'd wake up from a nap and then really breathe and root his heart towards the earth. Lift your heels high, pour the body forward into plank pose. Hold steady in your plank, hug the belly in and back, roll the thighs towards the sky, right? Strong, calm, open heart. Quiet mind, right here. Hug the hands towards one another. And then we bring our knees down, chest down, chin down. Hug those elbows into the sides. Pick up your heart, meet the cobra. So in our cobra pose, we want the elbows hugging in. They might try to wing out like chicken wings. Hug them in, pick up the heart. On your exhale, fold down, sit back on your heels, up and back down dog. And then from here, we're gonna roll through to a chaturanga and an up dog. That way when we do our sun salutations, you know your options. Lift your heels high, wave them forward to plank pose. And then chaturanga, we lower halfway down. This is chaturanga right here. Up dog, tops of the feet come down. And you pull your heart forward and up. Stretch the front of the throat. Nothing's on the floor here except my feet and my hands. This is not an easy pose. So you have options here to either do knees, chest, and chin. Let's do that one more time. Wave it forward to plank pose. Bring your knees down, chest down, chin down. The bottom will stick high up in the air. Slide forward, find the cobra. And then sit back on your heels. Up and back down dog. So in your sun salutations, you choose one of those. Take a slow walk to the top of your mat, and then hang in your forward fold. I'm gonna pull this mat back because I'm like kissing the bed there. So hang in your forward fold, top of your mat. Dangle and let the neck go. Maybe, like Christine, if your neck's bugging you, interlace your hands at the base of your neck as you fold down. And then release those hands. Slowly unravel one vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders up, drop them onto your back, turn your palms out, and just meet yourself here. Full nourishing breaths in. Relax, breaths out. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, lift halfway. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. We meet in plank pose in either knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga to up dog. Up and back down dog. Shake your head out. Full breath in. Sighing breaths out. Bend your knees deeply. Step, float, jump to the top of your mat. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach the arms for the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. So I love teaching this where we count the breaths because when you learn the flow, you take it with you everywhere. And wherever you're vacationing this summer or hunkered down and quarantining, this 12-part breath flow is amazing for pressing a reset for yourself. It's 12 inhales, 12 exhales. We'll flow together. Inhale, exhale for 2, inhale, lift halfway, 3, exhale, plant the hands, step and float back for 4, lower halfway down, find your inhale for 5, exhale, up and back down dog for 6, and then we hang out and pause right here, shake the head out. Settle into the down dog. Inhale, 7, bend the knees deeply. Exhale, 8, step or jump forward. Inhale, 9, halfway lift. Exhale, 10, lower it down. Inhale, reach for the sky, 11. Exhale, hands to heart center, 12. So actually that's 6 inhales and 6 exhales. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back and lower down. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, up and back down dog. Shake that head out and pause. Take a quiet breath. Check in. Know how you're doing this morning. How am I doing and what do I need? Inhale, bend the knees deeply for 7. Exhale, step or jump forward, 8. Inhale, halfway lift, 9. Exhale, dive it down, 10. Inhale, reach the arms for the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, I'm just gonna call the breath, try to follow along. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pause right here and enjoy. Inhale, prepare, bend those knees. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go through 2 more rounds on your own. 2 more rounds on your own. Play with the breath. Find it. Don't worry about it being right or wrong. If you have Ujjayi breathing in your practice, layer that on. Don't rush it. A lot of times when we're in class, we worry about being like the last one done. We're at home now. No one can even see us. Use the full length of your breath. You're not going to get left behind. Take the full length of the breath and go nice and slow and enjoy the flow and the breath synchronized movement. And we'll meet in mountain pose, hands at our sides, palms turned out. Let the whole pose be a little less serious, right? So have a little shake out for yourself. And then we'll add on, inhale your arms up, bend the knees deeply, sweep the fingertips along the floor. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. We're in this awkward chair pose. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or float to the back of your mat. Lower halfway down. Find your up dog and your down dog. This is Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskar B. Lift the right leg up and back. On your exhale, bring the knee towards your nose. Step forward between the thumbs. Swivel the back heel down. Warrior one. Lift your arms up. And settle for a breath. Inhale. Settle in. Warrior one. Back toes are pointing towards the upper left corner of the mat. Right hip pulling back. Left thigh pulling up and forward. Goalpost the arms so the heart lifts up. Hug the lower ribs in. And then reach your arms back up along your side of your ears. Let the wrists and the fingertips chill out. Yeah, and then be that steady warrior. Full breath in. On your exhale, float your hands down. Front foot steps back. Wave it forward to plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa. We're getting our push-ups on today. From your down dog, left leg up and back. Lift it a bit higher. Press the right heel down. On the exhale, knee comes in and towards your nose. Step forward between your thumbs, back heel down. Toes point towards the upper right corner of the mat, warrior one. So let this pose feel familiar and kind of memorize it because we're gonna flow through a little faster for the next couple of rounds. But I want you to know what your warrior one, like where your focus could be. You can press into the outer edge of the back foot. Notice how that fires up the whole inner back leg. Pull the left hip back. Hug these lower ribs in. Hug the belly in and back. And then lift the heart up. Goalpost the arms. Notice how that brightens up the whole front body. Bring the arms up alongside your ears. Warrior one. We are steady. We are strong. We are open. We are vulnerable. Full breath in. Float the hands down. Step the front foot back. Flow through your vinyasa. Full breath in your down dog. Exhale out. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. Exhale, step, jump, float to the top of your mat. Lift halfway. Dive down. Bend the knees, find your chair pose. And then press from chair up to stand. Pull that light down to heart center. Surya Namaskar B. We'll go through it a little faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step, float, jump to the back of your mat. Lower halfway down. Find that up dog. And then pour the body into your down dog. Right leg lifts up and back. On the exhale, step forward between your thumbs, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, float the hands down, step the front foot back, flow through your vinyasa. Left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step forward between your thumbs, back heel down. Inhale your arms up. This is quicker than we're usually used to going, at least mostly for my class. Just follow along as best as you are able. Step that front foot back, lower halfway down. Find the up dog. Up and back down dog. Deep breaths in and surrendering breaths out. Bend the knees deeply, step, float, jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, find your chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms up, stand up tall, pull that hands down to heart center. Go through one more round. Inhale. Bend the knees deeply, fingertips sweep the earth. Reach the arms up alongside your ears. Dive and fold it down. Plant the hands, step, float, jump back. Lower halfway down. Find that up dog. Up and back, down dog. Lift the right leg up and back. On the exhale, step forward between the thumbs. Warrior one. Back heel swivels down. Exhale, float the hands down, press that reset button, tapas. We are building heat towards positive change in our life. Left leg lifted up and back. Exhale, step forward between the thumbs, back heel down, warrior one. Float the hands down, step that front foot back, flow through your vinyasa. From down dog, full breath in, sighing breath out. Bend the knees deeply. Step, float, jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive it down. Chair pose, reach the arms up, drop the seat down. Inhale, reach the arms for the sky. Palms to heart center. Whew. Yeah. So breathing, cultivating connection to the light within. These sun salutations are like moving prayers. Let them feel that way. Let them feel devotional. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, lift halfway. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Reach the right arm forward. Reach the left arm forward. Inhale, sweep up, high lunge. Exhale, float the arms out to the side like airplane wings and down alongside the body. And then inhale, pick them up, look up. One more time, exhale, float them down. Inhale, sweep them up. Bring the right arm forward, left arm back, twist. Take that back hand down the back outer thigh, right arm up and back. Full breath in. On the exhale, hook the right elbow outside that left side. Bring the left hand on top of the right and twist. Lean the head back. Enjoy this cleansing pose. And warrior two, open it up. Open it up and settle. Most of us will lean forward here, right? Notice the screen now, I'm leaning forward. Pull that torso right back so it sits right over top of the hip points. A lot of times our inner thighs are weak and that knee buckles in. Woo, open up that knee. Front palm up, wind sweep this up and back. Take a deep breath in. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg, dive it forward, pour that body forward and down. Left hand down, right arm up, and enjoy. If we're not really loving our practice, I mean, some days we don't, but most of the time, we want to be loving the feel of the stretch. And if we're not, we probably need to shift something around. Bring that right hand to your hip, gaze down at the floor, bend the front knee, come forward. When I over effort in my practice, I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. When we find that balance, that degree of surrendering, of letting go of it, as well as engaging, that is powerful. From half moon, step it back. Find your warrior two, pick the heart up. Devotional warrior, interlace your hand behind your back and dive it down. Pour the body inside this front leg. If your neck is bugging you, again, you can hold traction behind the nape of the neck and fold in this way. Bring both hands down, lock them, bank them on either side of this front foot. Step the back foot in about 1.5 feet. Depending on your leg length, you might want to go step in a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. Now straighten these front leg, any amount. If you have blocks, you might, and tight hamstrings, blocks are going to be your best friend. We're lifting that left hip up and back. We're lifting the right outer thigh forward. Tented fingers are also a great option here. Check in with the neck. Can you let it go? Let the hip, the neck creases in the back of the neck, just let them go and breathe. Inhale, space. Exhale, melt. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop in. Bring both hands to the pinky toe edge of this front foot. On your next exhale, rebend the front knees, scooch that right foot a little further back, walk to the side of your mat, and then Skandasana. Right, just pour the body back and forth. Enjoy the stretch in the inner thighs. And the next time you walk over to that left leg, walk your hands in that direction, step the front foot back, pour the body forward into plank pose, hold steady here. Hold steady, we're all so much stronger than we think. Hug the palms together, pretend like you're ejecting a block towards the sky from the thighs. If you need to bring your knees down, do that. Otherwise, 5 slow push-ups right here. Press forward, lower halfway down. Press back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, up dog. And down dog. Full breaths in. Sighing breaths out. Lift that right leg up and back. Bend your knees, stack your hip, press the left heel down. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, bring the knee forward. We're going to draw some boxes. Okay, I know this is a lot of core work. We're building heat. Draw the boxes, elbow to wrist. Bring the knee to the other wrist, lift it up. 5 boxes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that foot forward between the thumbs. Yeah. Pull the right hip back. Reach the left arm forward. Reach the right arm forward. High lunge. And settle. Inhale. On the exhale, airplane wings. Float these arms down to the side. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, right hand behind you, left arm forward. Take that back hand, slide it down the back outer thigh. Lift this left arm up and back. Keep the bend in the front knee. On the exhale, elbow to outside the front thigh, palms together, and twist. And cleanse and wring out. Full breath in. Really nice work, everybody. Warrior two, open it up. Open it up. And then check out the torso. Can you sit that right over top of the pelvic bones? Front palm up, wind sweep this up and back. Full breath in. On the exhale, straighten your front leg, triangle pose. Reach the right fingertips forward. Float your hand down, either onto the floor with tented fingers, the shin, or maybe a block. Tuck the right seat under, press the left thigh back. And when you're ready, Ardha Chandrasana. So shorten up the stance, balance on that right leg. If you have a block with you, you're gonna bring it with you right under that right hand. Give yourself space and breath. When you're ready, step it back, warrior two. Take a moment. Humble or devotional warrior, get the other index finger on top, behind your back. Pick the heart up and dive down. Drop in, go low. Hands again, if the neck is tight, interlace behind the nape of the neck. And then on your exhale, release both hands down. Left hand will plant. Lift your back heel, right arm to the sky. Bring the arm up and over your ear. And then float both hands down on either side of this front foot. Step the back foot in about 1.5 feet. Straighten this front leg and melt. We inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, space. Exhale, melt down. Take both hands to the pinky toe edge of this front foot. And keep pulling that right hip up and back. At the same time, press into the big toe mound of that right foot. Try not to lift the head up, but let it dangle here. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, bring the hands inside the front foot. Scooch this left foot a little further back. Walk to the side of your mat. And here, walk over the left foot. Left knee bends. Drop the seat down any amount. And then walk your hands forward and tent your fingers. So, I'm gonna face you guys. You can see what I'm doing. Left seat drops down. My hands walk forward with tented fingers, and I round the spine like a turtle back. Leave that left arm out at the side. Reach the right arm to the sky and look towards the lifted fingers. Full breath in. On the exhale, float the hand down, walk to the other side. So right knee bends, seat drops down. Reach your hands out or tent them on the floor and round the spine. And then right arm will reach out to the side, left arm to the sky. I am so hot right now, right? I don't know if you guys are in any kind of humidity, but down at the Jersey Shore, it's super humid and we don't have central air in this house, so I'm literally dripping. Walk back to center, let the head drop down. So legs are straight, we're in a wide-legged V. Interlace your hands at the nape of your neck and fold. And drop in and let go. Easy does it. Release that left hand under your face. Reach the right arm to the sky. We're doing lots of twisted cleansing today. And then right hand down, left arm to the sky. Lots of heart opening. Float this lifted hand down. Walk yourself back to the front of the mat. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive it down. Press into the feet. Reach the arms for the sky. And palms to heart center. Nice. Shake it out. Shake out your hands. Shake out the hips. Press that reset button for yourself. Yeah. Inhale your arms up. Bend the knees deeply. Sweep the fingertips along the earth. Find that chair pose. And settle back a bit more. Bring the right arm under, left arm over. Pick up those elbows, right? Got this eagle wrap. Bring the right knee up. Cross your ankle over and drop down. So life will throw us all kinds of twists and turns and challenges like this balance pose. How do we accept the challenge and meet it with some grace and some freedom? Some allowing for all the messiness that this life has to offer. And keep bringing ourselves back to come from a place of love. Can you set the whole pose free now into a warrior three? The arms can go in any direction. The leg, keep that lifted leg really reaching up towards the sky. Pick up the back of the heart. Full breath in. Step it back, high lunge. We've been here before. Deep breath in. Swivel the back heel down, turn it into warrior one. Straighten your front leg and revolve triangle. It's one of our hardest poses, really. Because it requires some open hips, some open hamstrings. Revolve triangle. We're folding down. If you have a block, you're going to use it. You might use your shin instead if you don't have a block. But right hand will come to the pinky toe edge of this front foot. Pull the left hip back, and then left arm goes to the sky. We're nice and warmed up for this. So when you get in it, become the pose. Become this revolved, open-hearted triangle pose. Lean the head back any amount. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Lift that back inner arch. Pretend like you've caught a heavy softball in the left hand. And then on your exhale, float this down. Move the block out of the way, half moon. Left hand comes forward, lift that back leg. Right arm spins up. Maybe a Chapasana. Reach back for the ankle and grab that right thigh. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. Release the back leg. Step it back, warrior two. Nice work, you guys. Cartwheel that right hand down, left arm to the sky. Bring the lifted hand down, left hand down. Swivel the back heel down, right arm to the sky. Decide if you want to bind or if you want to go straight into lizard pose. So if you want the bind, lifted hand behind your back, lower arm under your thigh, and then you lean back any amount. If you're going straight into lizard, you're gonna bring that right knee down and just go low and restore here. If you're in a bind, you're going to make your way into this lizard pose, into this restorative pose. So the Buddha said only three things, in the end, only three things really matter in this life. How well did we love? How gently did we live? And how gracefully did we let go of things that were not meant for us? How well are we loving our people? How gently can you practice for yourself on this mat without over efforting, but with also showing up for yourself? That's part of loving yourself well, is showing up for yourself on the mat. And then how do we let go of things not meant for us, right? For sure, we practice all the time in these poses. A lot of poses are just for today. They're not meant for us today. Slowly press back into your hands. And then bend that right knee, kick the heel towards your ankle, reach back for the quad stretch. So maybe you can't reach your ankle, right? Maybe that pose is not yours for the taking today, but you could still bend the heel in and towards the seat. Maybe you use a strap to help you out. Maybe you don't fuss with the strap and just reach an arm up and overhead. You're still getting quad stretch and hip flexor stretch. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, release wherever you are. Lift that back thigh up. Step the front foot, back foot forward into your malasana. And just drop down. Rock a little bit side to side. We know we have another side to do with that eagle business. And we're in the last quarter of our practice. So loving yourself well by showing up. What does that look like? And living as gently as possible, practicing with kindness towards yourself. What does that look like? Take a full breath in, sighing breath out, and then head into your crow pose or your crow to headstand. Or if you wanted to do a head like half, if you want to head to your inversion chair right now, take a minute or so to self-tailor your practice. To either do crow or a crow pose with a twist or a child's pose. Yeah, nice crow, Lucy. And then when you fold over, try to bring your toes together in your crow. It's the sweetest baby girl there with you. Yeah, awesome. And look forward, nice, and press your hands into the earth. Yeah, so good. That's a beautiful child's pose, Todd Miller. If I was in class, I'd come over and press on your lower back. Let the whole body melt in. Yeah, awesome pike and calf. That's some serious core work. Keep pulling those hips back. And we will meet in a favorite forward fold. So take your time to get there, but take your favorite forward fold. Do you want the feet wide or do you want them close in? Do you want the head really released? Do you want to be swaying or quiet? So explore around a little bit to decide. Wherever you are in your forward fold, the back of the thighs are lifting and the head is dropping down. And mostly you don't want to pull in the hamstrings in the seat area. And then slowly unravel, come on up, find that standing mountain pose. This pose of steadiness and strength and kind of availability, right? This mountain pose, we stand here with this open heart, like we're ready to receive anything. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Sweep your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up alongside your ears. Bring the left arm under, right arm over. Left arm under, right arm over. Wind these arms up like a vine. If that's a lot, like sometimes if you're, a bodybuilder or something, you're gonna wanna you can just grab the sides of your arms instead. Otherwise, wind them up like a vine. Bring the left knee up, cross the ankle over, and drop down. So the legs are making the shape of a 4, the number 4, and the heart is dropping, and we're steady and floating in space. Really breathe some gratitude into this whole body, because obviously if we're like practicing yoga in the middle of a Wednesday, in the middle of our week, balancing on one foot, you're in a super capable body. Release your arms. Set this whole pose free. Lift the back of the heart. Lift the back inner thigh. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Deep breath in. Releasing breath out. When you're ready, step it back, high lunge. And then spin the back heel down. Toes are pointing towards the upper left corner of the mat. Straighten your front leg. This will make it a little bit easier. Step your back foot in about 6 inches. So have a slightly shorter stance. Then pull this right hip back. Reach forward and hinge. Long. And then float this left hand down onto a block or onto the floor and the right arm to the sky. We find this twisted triangle. Lean the heart back any amount. Keep pressing into all 5 toes in the front foot and the outer edge of the back foot. So the front foot, it's like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Pulling that right hip back. Leaning the heart back. Catch a heavy softball in that right hand. And then on your exhale, not revolved half moon, but just regular half moon. Bring the right arm forward. Stack the hips. That right foot is going to want to turn in. Don't let it. Point it straight ahead towards the top of the mat. Soften the right shoulder. Pick the left thigh up towards the sky. Full breath in. Sighing, breath out. Step it back, warrior 2. Yeah, nice work, everybody. Spin the front palm up, wing sweep this up and back. And then cartwheel the hands down. The left hand comes down. Lift your back heel, right arm to the sky. That's it. And now bring the right arm inside the front foot. Swivel the back heel down, left arm to the sky. And decide here. Do you want to take the bind? If you do, wing that right arm under the thigh, left arm behind you, lean the head back. Open the heart towards the sky. You're welcome to straighten this front leg any amount. That's this whole other stretch. And then if you're not up for any of this, if you're ready to move on, it's a lizard pose. So back knee drops down. Elbows drop down, head gets on something. So in these quieter moments, it's a nice time to bring it back to your intention. You're dedicating your practice to someone, a person or an animal, someone who has loved you well. Bring your mind back to them, to their spirit, to the lessons you learned from them. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Press into your hands. Kick the heel towards your seat. And then reach back with the left hand, hold the ankle. And go for that quad stretch. Release the back foot. Lift that back thigh. Step the front foot back. We're in our down dog. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Lift the heels high. Pour the body forward to plank pose. And then lower all the way down onto the mat. Yeah. Let the arms be not in 90-degree angles, and then rest the left cheek down. So that right shoulder extends out to your elbow, and then the arm turns, and you have a 90-degree angle with the arms. Pick up the cheek and look at the left elbow. Bring the right cheek down. Take the left hand, bring it where the left elbow is, and reach the left elbow to the sky. And now the right arm, walk it forward about 2 or 3 inches and roll onto the right hip. So you're gonna get a right front shoulder stretch. Everybody's anatomy is different here. Can you move that right arm in a way that you get your deepest stretch? And then keep rooting the right arm for the earth. Settle, breathe. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. And switch sides. Bring that left arm onto the earth, 90-degree angle, roll onto the left hip, drop the right arm, right leg behind you. This is one of those poses that you get into it, and the pose just does the work. We don't need to do much here except let go. Quiet mind, open heart. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. Roll back onto the front body. Plant your hands, bend the knees up and back down dog. Lift that right leg up and back. Bend the knees, stack the hip. On the exhale, pigeon pose. Bring that shin forward. Bring the knee to the outside, the right side of the mat. The left outer thigh. So what will happen is your hip's gonna dip down to the right. Don't let it. Pick this up. Pick the pose up. Pull the hip back. Roll the left outer thigh towards the mat. And then walk forward and drop down. If you have any sharp pain in your knee, I'm gonna show you, you're gonna get on your back instead. Take the ankle over top of the left thigh and pull in. And this is pigeon on your back. Okay, this is supine ekapada vinyasa. Get a little rocking back and forth if you're on your back. Otherwise, most of us are forward in this pigeon pose. And if you walk over the right, you're gonna get a little deeper stretch. Notice the mind may wander here. Can you pull it back to really release the shoulder, the eyes, the hips, the throat? And slowly press back up. We're going to switch sides. Step back into your down dog. Lift the left leg up and back. Bend your knees, stack your hip here. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. And then pigeon on this side. Bring the knee to the left side of the mat. Scooch the shin forward as much as you can. It may not get very far, that's okay. Can you then kind of pick up the hips a bit, pull the left hip back, outer thigh forward, Right, want to bring this outer glute forward and down, and then walk down. And head onto stacked hands or stacked fists, or a block, or a pillow. Breathing in, I calm my body. And breathing out, I relax, release, let go. Every exhale is an opportunity to just let those hips go a little bit more. If you have the opening, if you're not already holding on for dear life here, walk over to the left and drop down. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Slowly press back up. Bring that back leg forward and roll onto your backs and find a happy baby. And then bring the knees in, wrap your arms around your shins, tuck your chin to your chest, squeeze everything in. So we're going for this full-on body contraction. It's the face, the hands, the fingers, the toes, everything. Hug in, the belly for 3, for 2, for 1. Pour the body onto the mat. Let the feet splay out, turn the palms up, and just drop down. Be held. Drop down, be held. Breathing in, I calm my body, and breathing out, I relax, release, let go. There's no more doing or fixing or planning or organizing or efforting. Let the whole body relax, release, let go. The whole body, relax, release, let go. We come from the earth and we return to the earth. And in between, we garden. So as we continue to dive into our summer, what are we gardening? What are we cultivating? How do we cultivate loving well, living gently, and letting go of things that are not meant for us? And slowly start to move your hands and your ankles and your wrists and your fingers. Give yourself a really yummy waking up stretch and let it feel awesome. Take some time to roll over onto your right side, curl your knees into your chest. And then slowly press up and find that comfortable seat. Bring the palms to heart center. We are going to share one deep resonating Om together in community. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Inhale for an Om. The light within me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste and happy midweek to you all. Happy